Hi, everybody. My name's Deborah, and I am with the Hope Project, and I'm here with my friend Tara Nelson. Tara, tell me a little bit about yourself and your organization.
I'm Tara Nelson. I'm the Executive Director at the Newaygo County Prevention of Child Abuse and Neglect. I've been with the organization about 3 years now. We do several different programming, and it's aligned to prevent child abuse and neglect. We do Safe Sleep. We are in partnership with the Michigan Children's Trust Fund. We are in our local hospital at Spectrum Health Gerber Memorial, and we give the Safe Sleep lessons to mothers after they deliver or before. The next thing that we do is we do a program called Kids Have Rights. Kids Have Rights is one of my favorite programs. It is to prevent sexual abuse, and this is in our local school districts, ages K through 4th grade. And we go in and we teach about safe, not sure, and not safe touches, and what they were to do if they were to get a not safe touch. We also teach them who safe adults are, how to recognize them, and how to get help if they are getting touches that are not sure or not safe. The last thing that we do with our programming is Summer Magic. This is probably our most known program in our community. It is an 8-week day camp, and through this camp it's only $2 a day, and we engage children in so many activities to keep them busy. They get to go swimming, they get to go and play games, they get education beyond the classroom, so they're getting literacy, they're getting STEAM, they have educational speakers that come in, and we really work on social and emotional health, and we have a teenage program with that, and they're really working on skills and trades and life beyond high school. How are they going to have the skills that they need to be successful adults?
That's awesome. How long have you had the organization going?
So we have been an organization, a nonprofit 501c3 since 1985. So it's been quite a while that we've been around, and we are continually updating and modifying our programs to make sure we're filling gaps in services in our community.
That's amazing, Tara. So have you seen any sex trafficking at all?
So through our Kids Have Rights program, I am in schools, and we know that children, they do have high rates of sexual abuse in Newaygo County. On average, 1 in 10 will experience sexual abuse by age 18. So if you're looking at a classroom, when I walk in, I know statistically about 2 children in there can stand up that they've had experienced not safe touches. I did have a case several years ago where a mother was actually selling her daughter for drugs. So it is real, it is here. But with that, I can tell you that only about 12% of people who have had sexual abuse happen to them, not safe touches, only about 12% report that out. So our numbers are a little skewed.
I would imagine with the COVID, I'm sure that has put a damper in how able to report.
Yeah, so through this pandemic, we have just been on high alert. About 1/3 of our children are not in school right now or doing school virtually. And our teachers are great mandated reporters. They are really a great line of defense in our community. And children just aren't being as active in the community. They're not going into their doctors regularly and getting their checkups. They may not be as apparent in the community. They may not be getting out there and doing their counseling sessions as normal. So our children are so vulnerable right now. We know that 90% of victims of child sexual abuse know their perpetrator, and they know them well. It is somebody that they know well and that they're close to. So also we're looking at parents having to make different options for childcare right now, and displacing them from school and from where they could potentially be safe, and unfortunately putting them in a situation where they might experience sexual abuse or abuse and neglect.
Yeah, so with the COVID, how do we keep our kids safe now?
So I think it's really, really important that we have those conversations about body safety, and we have them really early. And we do so using the correct part names, and we do so often with children and letting them know that it's their body, they have the rights to it. If you go to our website, newaygocountyprevention.org, we do have some conversation starters on there if you're not comfortable having the conversation or need a little spark in the conversation. We have a myth and fact sheet that you can go on and really look up what does it look like, because as parents, as caregivers, we don't want to believe that happens, and we don't want to believe it happens by somebody close to us, to our most beloved children. So I think it's just important to keep an open mind and have those conversations early and often.
Yeah, that is very huge. Is keep an eye on your kids, talk to them, let them know they're loved. I mean, it's really hard, especially if they have to stay home by themselves when the parent works. I mean, we have a big population of single parents here in Newaygo, and their only option is to leave their children home alone. So, what do? You have that conversation with your child about how to stay safe online and watch the apps that they use. So it's, with vulnerable kids, they're very susceptible to being trafficked, not just sexual abuse, but, being lured into labor or sex trafficking.
Yeah, we only have 30 licensed daycares in Newaygo County, so we are considered a daycare desert. So we understand that, sometimes it is older sibling left home with younger siblings, but it's just making a conscious effort to have open lines of communication and letting our children know there are safe adults out there. There are adults that love you and care about you, and that you can tell if something happens to you, and it's not your fault, and you're not going to be in trouble if you tell.
Yeah, that's great about Resonate Church is they do have a daycare here at the church, and they are a Christian-led daycare, so that's amazing. Do you have any advice for parents or children about how to stay safe other than the online videos, or just any other kind of advice that you could give?
So another piece of advice that I would give is for parents to be very aware of what your children are doing when they're online. And they have so many devices now, and I always joke, like, you guys have PlayStations, you guys have tablets, you guys have all this access to internet, and that's so wonderful. But also it can be very scary because people can be different than what they say they are. And so parents, I would really urge you to have your settings on, your parental settings on, and make sure that, children, you're asking before you add friends that you might not know. And then my other advice to the children would be that if you need somebody to talk to, you have wonderful people right at your school that are mandated reporters, and they know exactly what to do if you're in a situation that you don't know what to do about. And they are trained, and we go in there and they have laminated sheets of step-by-step what to do, and without a doubt that they will get you help and that they love you, and their number one job is to keep you safe. More than to teach you, their number one job is to keep you safe.
Exactly. So Tara, do you have any fun or exciting events that are going to come up this year?
We do. So the symbol for happy, healthy children is the blue pinwheel. And last year we started putting blue pinwheels around the community. So you might have seen them around springtime. We're doing that again as well. You can, again, go to our website, newaygocountyprevention.org, and become a pinwheel sponsor. And with that, you'll get pinwheels. And if you you could also get a sign in your yard saying that you believe children deserve to be happy, healthy, and safe in our community.
Yeah, I got one in my yard. It's great. And then any other events, fundraising events that you're planning this year?
So we will also be doing our annual casino charity ball. We kicked that off this last year, and it was a big success, and we're planning on doing that again later on in the fall.
Ooh, exciting. Yeah. Very exciting. Is there anything else that you would like to share with us?
I would like to share that there are so many wonderful collaborations in this community happening, and I know at a time where the world might seem scary and uncertain, that there's a wonderful group of networking individuals in this community working really hard to look at some of these issues like housing disparities and daycare shortages and abuse and neglect and human trafficking, and everybody's doing a great job collaborating. And I'd also just like to say thank you to the Fremont Area Community Foundation and to the Gerber Foundation, who are really advocates in our community, and also to United Way. And there's so many resources out there, and if you ever need connection to a resource, a really good way to get connected is through Michigan 211.
Newaygo County is great. I mean, we have our issues here, but we also have very caring organizations to help people. So Tara, what would be the signs that someone can watch for a child that's either being neglected or sexually abused?
So my 3 tips would be look for maybe changes in behavior, and it may look like aggression or withdrawn. It could be an onset of bedwetting that you typically wouldn't see. My second one would be withdrawn from a certain person. Maybe they're avoiding that person. It's usually someone they're close to and they enjoy being around, but suddenly they don't want to be around that person. And then my last one would be, I have to think about my last one would be sexually inappropriate behavior for their age. So maybe they're talking about parts that they normally wouldn't. Maybe there's some masturbation going on, or there's just inappropriate behavior for their age sexually.
So are you going to have any kind of future videos or anything that parents can look at, or any way to get in touch with you if they suspect that their child is being sexually abused or neglected?
Yeah, we're working on a project right now. We're going to be putting out a video, and it's going to be working in collaboration with MDHHS, and we are going to give warning signs to look out for and what to do if you suspect child abuse or neglect. So that's coming up. We're going to post it on our website. We'll post it on our Facebook. We should have it up and rolling in the next month or so.
Yeah, so keep an eye out for any kind of news or activities or events, or if you want to donate to the organization. They are 501(c), so they are based on donation and grants through the community and public. So thank you so much for coming today and for sharing your organization and collaborating with us at the Hope Project. And we definitely wish you well, and we pray for you.
Thank you. You as well.